Thank you very much, Stevie. Thank you for everything. And how about if we just cancel the keynote and we'll just listen to Stevie for the next hour and a half? Woo! Yeah! Good. Thank you for that vote of confidence. I appreciate it. Well, isn't this an unbelievable Dreamforce already? Are you guys having a good time? Are you excited? Are you excited? Well, we are here to entertain you. We are here to excite you. We're here to inspire you. We are here to motivate you. But we are mostly here, ladies and gentlemen, to thank you. We're here to thank you, to thank each and every one of you for everything that you do for us every day. You know, Salesforce.com, in its hustle and bustle and focus on growth and all the things that we do to create success for ourselves, many times we just have to stop and in that vacuum of activity, just take a moment and say thank you to all of our customers. Thank you for everything that you are doing for us. To our partners, thank you. And of course, to all of our employees as well. You know, it's amazing what kind of company you have created. It's amazing what kind of conference you have created. And this Dreamforce is unlike any other. Over 170,000 people have registered to attend our conference here. Amazing. And we have created over 1,600 sessions, and we expect you to go to each and every one of them. There's over 10 million people joining us online as well, and we also have 400 other companies here along with us to put on this amazing program for you. So thank you. We have an incredible, incredible agenda, and of course, phenomenal entertainment. Thank you, Stevie. Thank you, John Legend, performing tonight. Thank you to the Foo Fighters and the Killers and Gary Clark Jr. performing tomorrow night. And then on Friday, we return to focus on the environment, and we're also going to focus on Mindfulness Day, and where we can all just remember the importance of breathing in and breathing out, because we're going to need it by Friday. Let me tell you something, that it's been an incredible Dreamforce, and each day of Dreamforce is dedicated to another incredible cause. Thank you to our veterans. Thank you. Thank you to all of our teachers in our K-12 education system. And thanks to all of you who have brought a book for our 1 million book drive as well. And thank you to all the women leaders and the incredible Women in Technology Day that's happening tomorrow. And thank you to everyone focused on the environment, who's so focused on making the environment better and for cleaning our oceans and doing all the things that we have to do to have a great planet. So thanks to everyone who's created such an incredible energy here at Dreamforce, because it's all about giving back. And I get to thank you one more time, because you hit another record. You've raised over $10 million for our children's hospitals here in the Bay Area and San Francisco and Oakland. So thank you for that. That's a new record. We've raised over $36 million so far in the last 5 years. Isn't that awesome? Isn't that awesome? That is amazing. Okay. You know, for 16 and a half years, we've been walking through conference centers like this and on stages like that, and we've been talking about the cloud computing revolution. And we've been talking about how the world is changing and moving from mainframes to client server into the cloud, and how that we would see a new technology model emerge and a new business model would emerge. And while we do that new technology model and that new business model, we could also be focused on a new philanthropic model for our industry as well. And guess what? Our industry has responded way better than we could have ever imagined. a new technology model based on multi-tenancy and metadata platforms, the ability to create and deliver applications, the ability to run them, build them once and run them anywhere, the ability to build one-on-one relationships with our customers. It's been incredible. And not just a new technology model, but a new technology model built on the world's most trusted enterprise cloud, which delivered last quarter 234 billion transactions. That's amazing. Over 79% transaction growth from a year ago. And look at the availability rates. Look at the security levels. And now over 11 global data centers serving our customers. And in addition to all of that, we also had a new business model focused on customer success with pay-as-you-go pricing so that we were always attentive to the success of our customers and that we were there each and every step of the way together. And that has been way beyond our wildest dreams. And of course, it's not just about a new technology model and a new business model. When we coupled those things together, we saw incredible meteoric growth. And next year, ladies and gentlemen, in 2016, Salesforce will be the 4th largest software company in the world. 4th. First, you might have heard of Microsoft. Second, you might have heard of Oracle. Third, you might have heard of SAP. But 4th, Salesforce. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that unbelievable? Wow. It's shocking. It's stunning. But as we built this incredible company, guess what? We did it the right way. We have no regrets. We don't have to look back and say woulda, shoulda, coulda. We did it the right way because we built it with philanthropy built in. With our 1-1-1 model, our employees have delivered 1.1 million hours of community service. We've delivered more than 100 million of grants. Thank you for that. And we run over 26,000 nonprofits and NGOs for free. We've delivered over $250 million of in-kind services back to those nonprofits and NGOs. Thank you. And if you are with a nonprofit, non-governmental organization, a 501c, would you just stand up and be recognized if you're with a nonprofit? Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you very much to all of our nonprofits. Thank you back there. All of our nonprofits and NGOs, thank you. Thank you. The Dreamforce has become the largest nonprofit conference in the world. It's amazing. And you know what? Each and every year, we love to focus on one cause, one incredible cause. And I was thinking about what's something this year that we've seen incredible advancements in, incredible changes and shifts, things that could cause incredible optimism for all of us. My mom is sitting right here, and my mom, stand up, Mom. Here she is. My mom is standing right here. And my mom is an incredible survivor. She survived breast cancer, and she survived kidney cancer, and she has survived lung cancer. And Mom, we are so happy that you are with us, so thank you for that. Incredible cancer survivor. And sadly, you'll see next to my mom, there's an empty chair from my dad, who left us several years ago. He did not survive cancer. He had prostate cancer. And I know that cancer has impacted not only our family, but every family, all of our friends, and that we have to really continue to focus on how can we improve the treatment of cancer. Of course, there's been incredible advancements in the biological sciences, but also the information sciences are actually making it even better. And I wanted to take a few moments right now before we jump into the innovation of Dreamforce and the customer aspect of Dreamforce. And I wanted to take a step back and look at what can we do as a community? What can we do as an organization to improve the world of those survivors, to create more survivors, and to improve the biological sciences with our information sciences. And so I'm very excited that today we will focus on an incredible organization, a unity of the California system, University of California system, focused on improving the survival of breast cancer. Let's take a look.
Breast cancer affects us all. It's not just the women. It affects the men. It affects every family member.
There's a lot of fear, especially with having lost my mother and then my grandmother on my father's side.
When people think of cancer, I think everyone has a different story.
We have made enormous progress in the treatment of breast cancer, but that's not good enough. There are 35,000 women a year in the United States alone who are still dying of breast cancer. Until that stops, we have to do better.
Every woman just wants to do their best in taking care of themselves, but the advice that they're hearing is confusing. Even providers don't know the best advice to give their patients.
Athena is a collaboration by the University of California Medical Centers to really change the way we screen, prevent, treat, and manage the survivorship of all women with breast cancer.
Normally, women as of age 40 are screened every year by mammography, and it doesn't diversify whether somebody has a high risk or a low risk to develop disease. And what we are going to implement with the Wisdom trial is to look at their individual risk. There are many women, their risk is so low that screening actually will do more harm than good.
How to use technology to make sure no one slips through the cracks. That's what the whole precision medicine idea is about, that you don't treat everybody the same.
I think it's really important that the experience become more personalized.
That we have care and treatment tailored to our specific individual needs.
To do a breast cancer screening trial, you have to have a lot of patients over a long period of time.
And the only way to have confidence is to have data. Salesforce platform is allowing us to conduct trials in a completely different way. We can conduct a trial of 100,000 women. We can do it fast, and we can do it very efficient.
Until now, we've not had the tools to really capture that data, analyze it, and then apply it to the real world, to making progress for a better future.
What's really interesting, if you really focus on that for a second, you think, okay, there's Salesforce, you're trying to optimize your sales and your marketing, and you're trying to be precise about how you target. That's really not that different from targeting therapy to the right people. The outcome can actually be really remarkable.
I have been working towards this for the last 20 years, and now I feel like we're really almost there. And that's, I think, where the energy comes. It's so exciting to know. We've designed the Wisdom trial so everyone can participate in it. That's what we're inviting people to do. If we want the future to be better, we all have to make it better.
This is our opportunity to have an impact on our own care, as well as the care of our mothers, our sisters, our friends, our daughters.
It will help make medicine more empowering and also build this knowledge base for future generations.
Stay strong, stay positive. We can all do this. We can all do this together.
Well, thank you, Laura, for everything that you're doing. Thank you. You know, we have such an incredible person here. Laura Esserman is here, who runs Athena for the University of California, who also practices here at UCSF and runs our breast cancer center. And Laura, you are such a special person. Of course, you're a phenomenal surgeon, you're an incredible oncologist, and you're an MBA. It's a great combination. But you have really built and delivered an incredible vision for the future of care. And if you could help explain that to us and tell us, what can we do here as a community to support you?
Well, thank you so much for this opportunity. And I can't tell you what a pleasure it is to work with the whole Salesforce team. It's really been an incredible learning experience, I think, for all of us, about how to blend technology and blend science and heart to really make a difference. So, you know, what is the essence of precision medicine? The essence of precision medicine is being able to tailor treatment to biology, patient preference, and performance. So what do we mean by that? So by biology, we mean understanding what that cancer is. It turns out that breast cancer isn't one disease. It's many diseases. Some can be very indolent, and some can be aggressive and be very life-threatening. You wouldn't want the treatments to be the same. And every person comes to this with their own story, their own concerns, their own background of health, and their own risk factors. They are going to want to make different options and different choices. And when I say performance, clinical performance, we have to know how our treatment options work. And not just for cancer, but for each type of breast cancer. So that's what's so important. So someone who may look the same, two women could come and see me, be the same age, have the same size tumor, and have completely different stories and need completely different things. Just because someone has risk doesn't mean we want to throw everything at them, right? We have to have this database. That's what the Wisdom trial is all about. It's extending the whole screening, taking the precision medicine and bringing it into screening and prevention. That's the essence of it. And not just believing that it's better, but testing that it's better. And everyone has to participate to make it better, or it's not going to be better, right? So we want to make sure that we can test whether screening every year, starting at 40, is as good as tailoring based on all of the factors that make up risk. What you inherit, your personal story, your breast density, and being assigned when to start, when to stop, and how often to screen and with what modality. I have to say, I think when I came to you, in 2009 and said, I want to work with your platform, I saw the vision that you had, and I thought, this is what I want. I look at my kids, and I see the kind of data they have when they pick their fantasy teams. Really? Really? Shouldn't we have that for medicine? That's what we need, right? You guys have seen Moneyball? Right? That popularized why statistics are so important and makes it different to how people perform, how you can coach, how you can be doing it better every year. Well, that's what we want. Moneyball for medicine. And the Salesforce platform is helping us do that. We're rolling this trial out in a completely different way. We have to get 100,000 people on this trial. The traditional way of doing it, people thought, well, we'd never be able to get that even in 2 or 3 years. But I'll bet you, with your team behind us, we're going to do it in 6 months. And wouldn't it be incredible if we could do it for 1 million people and make this the way in which we learn? That's how we make the future better. You asked me, what can people do to participate? There's a lot. Everyone has to play a new role, right? The providers have to be willing to open their minds and be creative and say, wow, we can do things differently, right? If we do the same thing over and over again, guess what? You're going to get the same result. And who has time for that? Who has time to wait for that? Then the people who pay for health care, people like you, employers, insurers, come to the table. Help us support doing it differently. Don't just sit around and wait and say, well, if you do it, then prove it, we'll join. No, join now. And all the people and patients step up to the plate, join. Share your data, share your wisdom. It's only by everyone working together that we're going to have a different future. And I'm confident that with your backing, we can change the world. So thank you.
Laura, thank you so much for being here. Thank you.
Thank you.
Please thank Laura Esserman.